Huge K-pop controversy as Korean politicians are getting angry at BTS and HYBE for using Netflix to exclusively broadcast their comeback. Here's all the details. It's kind of stupid. Korean politicians, mainly Democratic ones, are arguing that...
Do you hear that little Democratic one? He had to slip that in there. I like that. Yeah, he had to let his feelings be known. I like that. Why not?
Huge K-pop controversy as Korean politicians are getting angry at BTS and HYBE for using Netflix to exclusively broadcast their comeback. Here's all the details. It's kind of stupid. Korean politicians, mainly Democratic ones, are arguing that HYBE using Netflix to exclusively distribute BTS's comeback is hurting domestic platforms, domestic networks, and potentially losing Korean IP wealth to America and others, in similar ways that K-pop Demon Hunters didn't bring any net profit to Korea. HYBE has found...
You gotta understand something about Korea, man. I love this country so much, been here for well over a decade, love living here. The government, when it comes to the economy, has a, like every single country does, has a how dare you kind of vibe. It has a how dare you do this and we don't get our cut kind of vibe. Give you a little bit of a history lesson as to why they feel this way. Because I understand why they have this kind of mentality. Korea came up because the government supported certain industries. Oh no, but this is common everywhere. No. This is very different. They specifically supported oligopolies. This is mean a few companies that would not be as big as they are today without significant government support. And it was kind of agreed upon that these will be the companies that will drive the economy. Okay? Companies like Samsung, LG, Hyundai, those big companies. And this is from years ago. The government tapped them. Hey, we're giving you the support. You're going to drive the economy. And they're going to work together. Samsung and LG and Hyundai and all these huge Korean companies, they work hand in hand. Hand in hand. So Korea, they feel like, hey, we help you build up this entertainment system. How dare you go outside of the country and support another economy and not do it the way you guys are supposed to be doing it so it can benefit our economy. I understand them at the same time, if you follow what's happening in the K-drama, like behind the real business part of it, not just watching it, a lot of producers, I did not know. Netflix, most watched language is English, of course. After that is Korean. I did not know that. Korea is a very small little country, 50-some million people. And it's the second most watched language on Netflix. But from what I've been hearing is a lot of the execs in Korea, a lot of production companies in Korea, they're done with K-dramas and K-entertainment. They're like trying to find something new, from what I've been hearing. So maybe they're trying to jump ship early and try to go to other economies where they're actually going to be supported. Google it. You'll search it up. You'll see it.
Back and saying that Netflix is actually paying for all of it, meaning they're providing production, broadcasting, marketing costs just to have this exclusive right, while BTS and HYBE retain the IP rights. They're also arguing that this comeback is such a big event that only Netflix can handle the traffic, the servers for 190 plus countries tuning in. And the Korean public is largely siding with HYBE, which is kind of new, and dismissing the government and politicians and saying that they're ignoring basic market logic. They're interfering when they shouldn't be. They're being stupid. K-pop Demon Hunters was an American/Canadian project made by Netflix Capital. What are you talking about getting stolen? Please sit down if you have no idea what you're talking about. Don't talk about K-pop Demon Hunters.
the reason why I like this creator too is because these are all Korean comments, but he's reading it in English like how it should be read. Love it. Absolutely love it.
Stop touching them. BTS has done more to showcase Korea to the world than the current sitting president. Let me know what you think.
By the way, it's not only in that comment. I know a lot of business people in Korea. And the first thing they say is, yo, the government does not help at all. And they always mention like BTS when they do their concerts, or like Blackpink or other entertainment aspects. They always say they do more for Korea than the actual government. That is absolutely very sad. I've heard business people say this out of their mouth in English, broken English, but in English. So this is not something brand new. This is not something brand new.
Is BTS using Netflix for their comeback justified? Is it basic market logic? Or is it hurting domestic businesses? Should Korea retain the ability to broadcast it themselves? Let me know your thoughts.
If I'm BTS or this marketing agency, forget about BTS, because to be honest, they're not making the decisions. They're just there to perform, as they should be. The people who are the decision makers, if I have to make a decision, I want this project to go as smoothly as possible. The army is back. BTS is back. By the way, BTS came into my room right now. I would think they're probably some of my students. I would have no idea who they are. However, I know they are one of the biggest brands in the world. I ain't that slow. Okay? So, if they're doing this comeback and you want it to be smooth, and Netflix is putting up the bread, that's one thing about Netflix. I always hear Netflix loves putting up the money because they want to be number one. So they will put up the money and they will support it. The government can't complain. I always tell people, if you're not willing to put up the money, you don't have no say. You want to know what we call that? Poor man thoughts. Poor man thoughts. Let me know what you think down below, because, hey, I could be wrong.